How's it going, everybody? I'm Jeff Slakey. I am at the WSU Extension Office here in Mason County with Dan and Heather, and we are talking about fun programs that the 4-H is getting ready to put forth. How you guys doing?
Doing wonderful.
Good to see you. It's been a while since the three of us have gotten together. It was like right around your first day, I think.
2 years ago.
And we were outside, and there was COVID, and we didn't quite know what to do. Well, how have you been? How's the position been?
It's going great. I really love it. The community has really welcomed me, and we've gotten to do a lot of really fun things now that we're meeting in person and everyone's coming back together. So it's been really great.
And it's a great time to connect again because October's 4-H month. Yep. And so you're getting ready to push forth all the new things that are out there for folks. What's new? What do we got?
We are launching our new 4-H year October 1st is when we start, and we're going to celebrate it with a bingo afternoon.
I like it.
So we have our bingo day scheduled from 2 to 5 up at Public Works, top of the hill in Shelton. We're going to play some bingo. We're also going to celebrate our 4-H members. So we're going to talk about their accomplishments this last year, have a great time celebrating them. Popcorn and ice cream will be provided, and just a wonderful chance to learn about 4-H. Our clubs will have different booths there, so they kind of see what's happening with our 4-H program. But just a really fun community event to kind of say 4-H is here and come have fun with us.
Well, how strong is 4-H in Mason County? I know we've talked over the years how sometimes there's some difficulties in the presentation of the hard work that they do with the fair and stuff like that, but overall, what are the numbers like?
Yeah, we have quite a few clubs coming back, so that's really exciting. Those are our community clubs, volunteer-led in their own community. They get to decide what projects. So there's about 6 of those currently, all over Mason County, including North Mason, which is awesome. And 2 countywide programs. We have Clover Kids, which is kind of our monthly come get to know what 4-H is about. It's a little mini 4-H meeting, free for anybody. You don't have to join, and it's really geared at your introduction to 4-H. We do a fun craft or activity, and our leaders there are awesome. And then we're bringing back robotics nights.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Robotics has always been so big in the county.
Absolutely.
The high school has a hugely strong program, and this is just an exciting way, especially with STEM and the coding that's getting out there now for folks. So this is at Memorial Hall. That's another great location.
Yep. And that location might change. We're there, but it might go to the library. We're still up in the air, but obviously our website is going to be the best spot to check out for all that. But yeah, these programs are coming back now with the new start of the 4-H year.
Yeah.
Our numbers are rebounding, which is wonderful. Post-COVID, our numbers are coming back. We held our summer camp this last summer. Over 100 kids came to that camp, so we were full, which is fantastic. 30 youth counselors as well.
Oh my gosh.
So, it was wonderful to see camp, I would say, at capacity.
Is that like the most you've had, or how many are those returning people or brand new to the 4-H?
So our summer camp is for our 4-H members. Yeah. And when we don't quite fill our camp with our 4-H members, we offer it to our community and we make them 4-H members.
Yeah.
But we had the majority of those numbers were 4-Hers.
That's
so it was fantastic to see the camping program near capacity where we're like, I don't think we can fit any more boys in a cabin, so I think we're good.
And you may not want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. This past summer, some of my nieces went off to camp for their first time, and it's such an experience, such a memorable time for them.
I got to experience it where my daughter was a camp counselor and my son was a camper.
Oh wow.
So I got to see both sides of the coin.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And Heather's kids were campers as well.
Yeah, they were 8th graders, so they were like counselors in training, and they are just pumped up, planning their entire summer around becoming counselors, hopefully this next year. So it's really a neat, like, traditional summer camp. Like, what you think of as summer camp is what you get to experience, which I really appreciate. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
My dad grew up doing 4-H and Rec Lab down in California, and so he's a big-time supporter of the 4-H programs. And the camp's out at Panhandle.
It is.
And there's the big Halloween thing that's happening. Let's talk about this one. What do we got here? Looking for hosts, and then it's also the 3rd annual Haunted Panhandle event.
Yeah, so 4-H members and volunteers are hosting their cabins are being decorated for Halloween, as well as some booths and tables. The community is invited to come trick or treat through that area. We'll also be having carnival games up in the horse arena area where kids can play carnival games for $1 a ticket. And it's a fundraiser for Panhandle, but usually between 300 and 400 youth are wandering through. It's a wonderful event to kind of reconnect once 4-H started, but what a fun activity. The volunteers go all out with smoke machines, and it's some scary, but it's very family friendly.
Okay.
So it is a lot of fun. It's a lot to see the little kids decorating, walking around, and it's a very, very fun family event.
What are some of the things that you hear from parents or adult figures in these kids' lives about how they've changed after being in 4-H? What are some of those stories?
Yeah, I think through camp this year, I got a lot of that feedback. I had a couple parents come in and meet with me, and they were concerned that their kid had never done camp, and they were a little shy and didn't make friends as easily as they would like. And so I sent them an update after day one with a photo of their kid and around all their friends, and they were very pleased to see that. And then since then, I've gotten a couple phone calls like, my kid can't stop talking about it. He is a totally different person. And I think it's just neat to be around like-minded people and caring adults. Like, the adults that are in our programs really do care, and there's a lot of effort that goes in. We're always looking for more caring adults if you like to work with youth. But it's really neat. It's neat to see kids develop new skills. So, it's things that they don't get taught in school or might not have the chance to at home, we can kind of help provide and figure out kind of where their interests are at.
There's a lot of learning that happens in those bunks.
Yes,
I mean,
absolutely.
The way that kids interact with each other, especially, I grew up as a only child. I was an only child. And so going into a group setting like that, you really learn a lot fast. That is very cool.
I know we had an experience with a family at fair where the child was big into goats one year, didn't really enjoy goats anymore, and then they got a cat. And it was like the parents went all in with the cat.
Yeah.
So just really supporting that child with what their interests are to learn about the project, and those projects change. And that's the best part about 4-H is you get to explore with your child with where they're at. And they get to learn what they like and don't like, but all through that they're surrounded by caring adults, helping them communicate better, make plans together, things like that.
So we'll talk about the adult portion of that, the caring adults. What do you look for? What are the time commitments?
Yeah.
How can someone jump in on that?
So we'll take anyone that wants to try.
Sure.
Anyone that's got a passion to help other people. If you can give us an hour a week, an hour a month, we'll work with you. There's no time commitment except what can you give. We're looking for someone to help us in the office, looking for someone to be club leaders, we're looking for someone that knows about woodworking or how to write a letter, or we had a fantastic volunteer step up and be table decorating person to help kids understand how to decorate a table.
Sure.
So really any interest you want to share, we're going to work with you. We do ask our volunteers to come to a few trainings to get certified in our program, background check to make sure everything is up to standard, and then we kind of figure out what you want to do to help out. There's everything from working at our camp to working in our club-based program, helping with bingo night, things like that.
That's awesome. We're taping this on Dan's 12-year anniversary of being in the WSU Extension. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been, in reflection, it's been the best move for my family. We moved here 12 years ago from Wisconsin, and it has been wonderful to see where we're at now. And I can't thank our communities enough for welcoming my family, but the benefits of this to my family, but the benefits of Extension and 4-H work in Mason and Grace Harbor County has just been tremendous. I get the honor of working with some tremendous volunteers who give their all to help our communities, and it's wonderful to see every day.
Well, it's been really fun talking to you over these many years, too. I'll tell you that much.
Good.
Heather, Dan, good to see you both. We're at the 4-H WSU Extension Office in downtown Shelton. There again is bringing back Family Robotics Nights. October 1st is the start of the kickoff for the year for 4-H, so bingo will be happening at Public Works. And I'll put the links to all this as well so people can get right to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.